Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about a KiwiCo crate, the Lockbox crate. The finished product looks like this. Spoiler alert, it comes with a key and this clever looking aperture, and you can take the key out and then your secrets are safe inside. This is another project from KiwiCo. In case you don't know, KiwiCo is a subscription box service that sends you a complete project every month. They're generally aimed at older teenagers, at least the box that I subscribe to is. It's called the Eureka Crate. Generally, the projects feature laser-cut parts, well-written instructions, and each of the box series follows a different theme. The Eureka Crate is a box for technology and design projects. There is an affiliate link in the description below, and if you use that link, you'll get 30% off your subscription. I will also get a small kickback for that, and so you'll be supporting the channel if you use it. As I said before, we're doing the Lockbox kit. This project was a lot of fun to make. Like most KiwiCo projects, the directions were easy to follow, and the process was relatively straightforward. They give you a booklet containing all the instructions you need. They've really spent some time writing these instructions. And you can tell when you make the kits, because there's something very thoughtful about the way that they've planned it all out, the way they've bagged their materials, the way they've written the instructions. It's really top notch. The end result is a useful, fun lockbox that your children can use to store their secret treasures in. All in all, this project gets my seal of approval. I highly recommend it. Like most of the Eureka crates, it has a description talking about the science behind lockboxes and pin tumblers, and then all the directions for the kit itself. And this is what we'll be working on today. So it's a pretty interesting looking kit. I like that it has an iris aperture. I've always thought those apertures are kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to making it. All right, here's what looks like the locking mechanism kit and the key. I don't know if you can see it. There's a metal key in here that will be used for opening the box. I don't know what the name of these screws are. They're kind of standoffs and screws at the same time. Some stickers, some laser cut parts, some other laser cut parts. All right, that's the contents of the box. It's going to be a laser cut extravaganza. All right. Picture of Harry Houdini. So the first step is to build the lock. Here's the directions. Right here it says, use the long ones. Oh, and this one comes again with the cutest little screwdriver you've ever seen. Oh, yes it is. Who's a cute little screwdriver? You are. The two long ones and two screws. I'll set the rest of these off to the side. And then we need some stickers. Some of these. Kind of an interesting way to keep them in place while we're doing this. I always like these little touches that KiwiCo comes up with. One thick, one thin. Wonder what that sticker is for. Maybe it's just a way of lubricate, like kind of a passive lubricant. All right, next step. I assume there will be a step where we take these stickers off because this is going to be the outside of the build. I think they're just here to keep things in place while you're flipping stuff upside down and back and forth. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting together the lock mechanism. This is it's put together in a series of layers. This is the first pin. The pins are of different length to accommodate the different sizes in the key. Here I'm going to put in the second pin. And the third. In order to open the lock, you have to push the pins up and out of the way. You do that by inserting the key, of course. That looks like I'm about to finish up. Screwing it all down. No problem. And complete. Or almost complete, I guess. Stiff as a board. Okay, so what I just did was I had to go back and re-tighten these screws. I put on some of the nylon washers so they would hold the lock mechanism together, and this all looks great. Could have used a little bit of wax or something like that on the gears. In the hurdy-gurdy kit that I made, they had wax for the gears, and the tension of twisting this is a little extreme. If we had wax, it might looks great, feels great. All right, so we got that. Now we're going to build the locking door. So we're taking these pegs and we're going to put them around the holes here. And in order to do that, it suggests you use these sticky washer things. I like this step, this kind of stick it on step, because it means that you're not going to have to hold everything in place while you're working on it. Here I am putting the last of these plastic studs on. These are what allows the door to slide. It's what the door pieces slide upon. Now I'm getting out the pieces and putting them together in the correct order so the little logo looks right. Okay, there, I got it. And these go on. They have stickers on the outside. I think those are lubricant, passive lubricant pieces. This is the screws for the faceplate to stay on. These screws, it says if they stick up too high, you want to put one of these some of these plastic washers on them. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to put 2 on each. I don't know how I decided to put 2 on each, but I do it, and it turns out to be too much because the pieces are too tight. So now we're going to go through me putting on these things and then screwing them all tight and seeing if the mechanism works. Stop and check. We'll check this out. A little hard to turn. I think I need to remove some of those washers. Yeah. I think I took that a little too seriously. Gotta remove some of those washers. You know, you try to do it right. Sometimes you get it wrong. It's okay. Live and learn. Thought I was being proactive by adding 2 washers, but nope. Turned out to just be too much. There we go. Pretty cool. Nice. Now we're going to build the lockbox. Probably going to be pretty quick here because I'm almost out of all the materials. Right? We got side B like this. Then we got side C, this. Letters go towards the inside. Imagine this is side A like this. Skip the step. Oops. These are the little pieces that lock the sides together. So let's put the foam on first. I kind of push them in, holding the outside out, or holding this side out a little bit, so you can really stick it in there, and pushing in against the foam. I am going to take this out. Let's see if I can take this out and move it so the last piece that you're going to put in is right next to the hole. Probably tells you how to do that, tells you to do that. But I don't know. Maybe I just ignored the step. But now you can see where the unfixed one is. Now we can just reach right in and do it. Still not super easy, but and we have completed the Mechanical Lockbox Eureka Crate. Take out the key. Well, take out the key. Can't get in. Yeah, that foam probably stops them from sliding. If they didn't have the foam in there, you could probably just knock them like that and have it be able to break open the sides. But with that foam holding those supports in there nice and tight, seems like it's pretty hard. Well, that was a pretty quick project. It took me an hour and 15 minutes while filming. Some stops because I messed up, so I had to go back a little bit. But all in all, pretty quick. Let's see if it says how much time it's supposed to take. It says about 1 hour. That's about what it took me. If I hadn't put those extra washers on and had to undo them, it would have been a lot. It would have been a lot closer to an hour. And it's a fun little project. And then you got safe from prying eyes and a key. You gotta line these arrows up real good to get them so that you can pull the key back out. But I don't think that's really much of an issue. What a fun little project! I am again impressed by KiwiCo. They make such great projects. This was super fast, super easy. It's a fun little box. I'll keep my treasures in it. Maybe I'll give it to my daughter. She can keep her treasures in it. I think it's a nice little object that you get to have and keep. I think your children would be proud of having it. I think you would be proud of having it. I'm going to put this up in my workshop, and if I don't give it to my daughter, I mean, and away I'll go. Well, this was really fun. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I got this kit. We're going to have another KiwiCo kit next week. The next one is painting with paper pulp. It's kind of like a paper making exercise. It's going to be really fun. And if you've had fun watching this project, please take a moment to subscribe, hit the notification button so you'll get notified each time a new video comes out. And I know you have a choice in how you spend your time, and I appreciate that you chose to spend it with me. Thank you for watching.